So as we all jostle around in the commentary box, we clear our race winner out, and unfortunately I get a Welshman back, yes. We go ready and racing for the Honda Cadet. 17 rows of pure four-stroke
joy.
Terror.
Joy.
Well, I was going to go with terror, but yes. Joy's a good one too.
Rumbling, the distant sound of thunder.
Yes.
Cadet Honda. Now, let's have a little look at the statistical analysis of this race. Well, it's going to be Noah Wolf and Owen Neve on the front row of the grid. Wolf, championship leader coming into this weekend. He's the only, he won the opening round of the season at Clay Pigeon. I have to say that temper's running a little bit high down in the pits area at the end of that one, as often the case. But hopefully now we're going to have a good, clean battle. Luckily, thankfully, all 33 drivers are safely on the grid. Nobody missed the grid gate. Rocco Shenton, what can Rocco do? The Zip Kart driver. Great to have the Zip Kart name back here in the paddock. He's starting right down the very end of the grid on the left-hand side. There is your pole sit. Well, no, that's the second row starter, Lewis Islin on kart number 5, the SFR Motorsport, Screed Flooring Racing. Zenon chassis, Lewis Islin, 5th in the championship last year. A little glance at the stats. Lewis, he's had his best effort. He's had one third-place finish in his Cadet Honda Motorsport UK British Kart Championship career. Ambition Motorsport have won 8 of these finals. Project One Racing have won 3. Heinz Racing have won 3. Cutting Edge Racing have won 1. A privateer driver, that was Timo Jungling at Lid last year. He's the only privateer to have won this. And then the Synergy Race team have also won one of these finals. Lucas Blandford, Rocco Shenton Zip Kart teammate, getting some love on the live chat. Lucas started well in the pre-final, then fell back. He's going to be on row 13 for this one. Watching some of the Motorsport UK officials walking through the grid there, just to make sure that everything is okay. But it's going to be Noah Wolf, the Synergy Racing driver, starting this one from pole position. Now Noah, the Synergy Race team, Noah Wolf, took their first win in this class at Clay Pigeon. They've now got a win, a second and 4 third-place finishes to their name. SFR Motorsport, 2 second-place finishes, including last time out for Timo Jungling, who's now no longer a privateer driver. He's the second best qualified. But let's have a look. Owen Neve. What can Owen Neve do? He was superb at Clay Pigeon to finish on the podium. The first ever Wera Tools Motorsport UK British Kart Championship podium for the Callum Hargrave driver development team. Number 65, Kart of Neve, will be looking to make it 2 podiums out of 2 at least here. There is Noah Wolf. Noah doing both cadet classes. He's doing the IARMI class as well as the Honda class this year. Comes into this weekend with a 4-point championship advantage over the number 8 kart of Timo Jungling, who will start 6th in this race. Best of the Ambition karts, that's Josh Graham, kart number 4, just on the right hand side of your screen there, due to start in P4. Jack West in kart number 92, really good to see Jack. He's the second best placed rookie in the championship, 12th overall after Clay Pigeon. A lot of these drivers racing in other championships as well, not so Jack West. Jack is solely focusing on the British Championship this year. It's going to be an excellent there. Still, I mean, your weather application, Anthony, and my weather application, they differed. Your phone was different to my eyes. And I have to say, I haven't been right about much so far today, but my eyes are winning.
They are indeed. Let's have a look at the grid. And here it is on your screen. Noah Wolf, as I say, starting on pole position with Owen Neve alongside Lewis Islin and Joshua Graham rounding out row number 2.
Jack West and Timo Jungling start on row number 3. Harrison Whitcomb, the Welshman, and Scotland's Cole Denham start on row number 4.
Row 5, Jarrett Clark, Max Cuthbert and Thomas Spearing on that row number 6 with Oscar Tumulty alongside.
Row number 7, William Murphy and Albie Friend. Row 8, Oscar O'Sullivan, the best of Project 1 racing karts, and then Kenzo Craigie.
Aris Majukas and Elliot Potter, I should say, on row number 9. Max Endicott and Oliver Majewski on row number 10.
Then it is Hugh Roche, Harry Friel, Luca Holmes-Ballack, one of last year's Bambino frontrunners, and Harley Musk is also fellow Bambino contender from last year. They share row 12.
Hayden Gray, Lucas Blandford, Brendan James and Noah Pikes round out row 13 and 14.
Row 15 is Kai Clark and Gregor Reed. Leon Hasty had an accident in and Noah Barham. They both crashed in the last lap of the pre-final. Look for those two drivers, the 80 and the 22, to be making big progress in this one. But also, look out for number 86, Rocco Shenton on the Zip Kart driver. He missed the thing, so he's going to get all his money's worth of the day's racing in this one. 15 minutes plus a lap. The karts are being released slowly from row by row from the dummy grid, and that will give everyone plenty of time to line them up properly. Okay, Hayden Gray being wished good luck on the chat. So is Harrison Whitcomb, Lucas Blandford, Jack West, Auntie Beryl's back on, Max Cuthbert.
Why are we not commentating from?
But it was a Cyprus, wasn't it?
Was it Cyprus?
It was somewhere warmer than Clay Pigeon. Well, anyway, it was warmer than Clay. The Arctic Circle was warmer than Clay Pigeon that weekend. I know that she was on the having a good old liquid lunch. Auntie Beryl, hell of a girl, but she's she's watching Max Cuthbert, who starts this one from 10th position. But if you recall, Anthony, he was right up in contention for the win for most of the way through the pre-final, but it all unraveled a little bit, and oh dear, it looks as though we haven't quite mastered pointing our karts the right way.
Well, no, they have. So you see this in Formula 1, of course, that what you see it every time in Honda Cadet. What do they do? They completely ignore all that lovely bit of outside pit of circuit, and they all dive to the inside, don't they? There's one long train of rumbling Honda Cadets, and they all dive to that inside, and of course...
But the problem is 34 into 1, or 33 into 1 won't go.
I know, but that doesn't mean that they won't try it every single time.
Yes. Now, I mean, there is a school of thought that, but of course the problem is you don't go round the outside, because of course what happens is that the concertina effect coming into turn 1, eventually half around the first corner, all the karts that were on the inside, half of them will be on the outside, spoil the run. So, green flag waves. Wait for the lights. Wolf and Neve on the front row. Lights are out. We're off and racing in Honda Cadet, and already we got karts on the grass as they all dive to the inside, wheel to wheel, and Owen Neve has the lead. He gets squeezed by Noah Wolf as they come out of turn number 1, and everyone round the first corner cleanly. Here's the next flashpoint into the complex. Hold your breath, Anthony.
I'm holding.
And release, because they all came out in one correct. Oh, Crete. There we go.
There we go. It was Crete there from there.
That was Auntie Bernie in Crete. Sorry.
I see.
Way of the moment. Sorry. Getting our barrels and our Bernies missed up. But all 33 of them. There is one of the Zip karts up. Very smart black and luminous yellow livery kart going around the outside there. Here we go. Albie Friend getting plenty of support as well on the chat, but it's Wolf from Neve through the dogleg at the end of lap number 1. A good clean opening lap in Honda Cadet, and they're going for it there in 2 of the SFR Motorsport karts side by side. That's Younglin in the 8 and Islin in the 5, battling over 3rd, allowing the top 2 to get away.
Again, now they've got to work together. Okay, so you've got into a position now. Good, great, stick with it. But no, the number 4 is going to completely deny you that. Joshua Graham for Ambition Motorsport slides down the inside and splits the 2 SFR Motorsport drivers in half. And again, that allows a little bit more breathing space for Noah Wolf and Owen Neve to break away slightly, but still plenty of time in this one. We've only just finished lap 1. There is a 15-minute final plus that one additional lap here for the Honda Cadets, and this race is very much not over, because as we know, the Honda Cadet race goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour in a blink of an eye.
In a blink of an eye, and they're all filing their way around Hangar Corner. Wolf, Neve, then Youngling, followed by Graham. Islin is in there as well. Looking at the back of the grid, Noah Barham up to 30th from the back. Leon Hasty up to 27th. Rocco Shenton is up to 19th in the number 86 kart. Well, Anthony Jordan, 12 and a half, nearly 13 minutes to go. If the leaders continue to battle like this all the way and we don't sort of get into one of those situations where they all just behave themselves and fall into one, Rocco Shenton is making move after move, trying to catch this lead group from 33rd on the grid. There is a gap. There is a gap from about 13th place on back. And there comes 3 wide coming out of turn number 5. Oh, somebody has gone to the barriers.
Yeah, that barrier has moved.
Not quite sure they were, but they've all come out. So whoever it was has just dislodged it, but not gone into it too much. They're not out of the race, but the marshals, the hard-working marshals here at Mansell Raceway, the backbone of British motorsport, they will need to work quickly to get that barrier repaired before the karts come around again.
They will indeed. So as they exit out of turn number 1, it is still Wolf that leads from Neve, Youngling, Graham, Cuthbert, Islin, West, Whitcomb, Dunham, Craigie, and Spearing. They're the top 11 out there. Cuthbert with the fastest lap of the race as well. They enter the section where that is. The yellow flags are still out, so they've not managed to clear it in time. The yellow flags clear quickly. So the race leaders saw the yellow flag, but the drivers behind didn't see it. So there you go. That's given them a little bit more of an edge above the leaders, hasn't it? So they can close that gap up a little bit more. Fastest lap last time around, obviously, was Cuthbert there in 5th place, so he's working strong. But a fastest first sector set by Joshua Graham in 4th place. So working well. Yeah,
there's your leaders. Now they are behaving themselves. Well, I say behaving themselves. They're all running line astern, nose to tail. Wolf, Neve, then Youngling with the green race suit, the first of the screed flooring racing karts. And behind them is then the first of the ambition karts of Josh Graham. Then it's Cuthbert, Islin, Jack West, Whitcomb in 8th, Craigie, Spearing, Denham, Tumulty and William Murphy. Behind William Murphy, that's the first of the big gaps. So as the camera pans out, they come onto Mini Straight. There's the first gap. So the first 13, then a gap. But then the third kart in the second group, that black and yellow kart, third on your screen there, that is Rocco Shenton. He's come from 33rd. He's already up to 16th. He's got to pass Oscar O'Sullivan and Albert Friend, or maybe work with them, and then he's got to get up to that lead group. He's got 10 and a half minutes to do it. The lead group are going to start battling, and they're battling already, Anthony.
Yeah, they are indeed. Oh, no, and a mistake from Noah Wolf. He goes straight on at the chicane. He's going to have to yield.
He does, I think,
and he does.
He came to an almost as complete standstill, so he's well down the other, so he's lost position. But again, this is good news. Now the gap between 13th and 14th is 3.1 seconds. The 95 of William Murphy and the 91 of Albert Friend, 3.1 seconds. The number 86 is Rocco Shenton. He was top 5 in all his heat races, missed the final. He's going to be all guns blazing. Look at that gap between 13th and 14th. If that starts coming down, Rocco Shenton, I think, can still get a top 10 finish, Anthony.
I suspect you're probably right. So now we need to keep an eye on this because Neve, yes, okay, he's leading this and he's on his own at the front. He looks comfortable, but like we always say in Honda Cadet, 8 wheels works better than 4, and currently he's got way more than 8 wheels working together to close that gap.
96 wheels to be sure.
Well, check that, maths. But yes, less than 10 minutes to go. That gap has already disappeared because it just shows you the slipstream effect you can get. Timo Youngling pulls out of the slipstream, down the inside, goes for the race lead. He does, and the number 4 of Graham follows suit as well. Can he hold it, though? Does Graham? He's side by side. He's going to be on the outside of the centre. No, he slots back. Oh, but down there, the number 10 of Cuthbert comes back at him as well and goes alongside. But again, everyone's slotting back into position, and now the hands come up, and it's just, okay, think about it. Let's go. Calm down.
Yep.
Calm down.
Calm down. It's just, it's actually 92 wheels because it's 13, and 13 times 4 is 92, not 96. My bad. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Owen Neve now getting squeezed a little bit wide. I said about 96 wheels working together because it was a lead group of 13, but 4 times 13 is 92. Right. I don't work in accounts for a living, honestly. Youngling by 0.6 of a second, but for how long? Now the slipstream effect here is going to be great. Look at how Cuthbert just eases the nose cone of that number 10 car onto the rear bumper of Josh Graham. Behind them, Neve now getting squeezed a little bit wide. He's got no friends there. He's got no teammates. We've got SFR have got 1, 2 karts in this scrap. The Synergy Race Team have got 3 or 4. Ambition Motorsports have got a couple, but there's only one Callum Hardgrave driver, development driver, and that's the number 65 kart of Owen Neve, and he's getting shuffled back position by position. The good news, however, is that Youngling, who did start this race with a 10 kart length advantage over the rest of them, has now been caught. There's Shenton, the second kart in the following group. So Rocco Shenton is now up into 15th position. There you can see Luke Hines, the goatee beard there. He's working with the SFR Motorsport team. He is encouraging his drivers forward. There's two of the Synergy Race Team teammates, and here comes a change for the lead. Number 4, Josh Graham, second year Cadet Honda driver in this championship, takes the lead of this race over a former race winner, Timo Youngling. Max Cuthbert is also in his second year in this championship. The experienced drivers are heading towards the front. There's Noah Wolf in 4th. And now we wait. There's the end of that lead group, which is still one big lead group. And now Shenton is the first kart in the second group. So Rocco Shenton has gone from 33rd to 14th. There he is on your screen, number 86. And the camera for catching that. So he has come from last on the grid, head down. Now, who can work with the Zip Kart entry? It's been such a long time since we've been talking about Zip Karts running at the Zip Kart team running at the front of the British Cadet Championship. They have made and helped so many champions in their long and illustrious thing. Of course, Zip Kart, Mr. Karting, Martin Hines, the late great Martin Hines, his son Luke, working now to get the most famous name in British karting, in my opinion, Zip Kart, back up at the front where it belongs. Rocco Shenton, they've got a driver here who is got the potential, and he's closing in. The gap between 13th and 14th is now, or it's actually is now just 1.9 seconds. It was 3.1. So the second group are closing in.
Yes, you can see it physically on the screen there as well. That gap is visibly getting smaller, and you can just see there everyone's starting to concertina up. There's still plenty of time in this one, just under 6 minutes plus that 1 lap to go, and we see plenty of laps in that time as well. And now when these slowly start to battle at the front, which I suspect they will start doing at any moment soon, I suspect, it just allows everyone to again to close back up. A warning flag out though for Clark in the 67, so they've got to keep an eye out on that one. But 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Everyone looking over their shoulder. But like I say, they're not pushing yet. I think they've learnt their lessons and they've had a bit of a talking to since like the pre-finals and everything like that, because they weren't paying attention. Yes. Got a slap on the wrist.
Stern talking to.
Stern talking to.
So there they go. And now, so Shenton's best friends in this race are now Oscar O'Sullivan in kart 46, Albert Friend in kart number 91, and Elliot Potter in kart number 17. They are trying to push them along, but the lead three have now sorted themselves out.
They have.
And very quick. I was going to say they sorted themselves out. I think the driver in second, Timo Youngling, he had such a push from Max Cuthbert that it did unsettle Josh Graham. It doesn't take long for the gaps to appear. It takes a very short amount of time for the gaps to disappear, but it's a short amount of time for the gaps to appear. A lap and a half of line astern, pushing each other along, and already the top three have got about a 10 kart length gap over 4th place Noah Wolf. There's Noah Wolf, and he's being pushed along by Lewis Islin in 5th. Kenzo Craigie in the number 44 kart is in 6th. Then there's another gap back to Owen Neve now in 7th. Thomas Spearing is in 8th. William Murphy 9th. Cole Denham 10th. Harrison Whittingham 11th. Then Oscar Tumulty 12th. And Jack West is 13th.
There you go. Good running from them at the moment. Less than 5 minutes to go, and the field is closing in on itself. Graham leading the way from Youngling, but Youngling, yeah, you could just see him there. He feels like he's faster, and he looks like he's faster out of that final dogleg corner as they work together, but he's not going for that lunge just yet, is he? He's staying behind. He's staying true to his word of just working together and just trying to pull that gap up as much as they can. I say that, but there's the move there, and I say that it's threw my words completely out the window.
Let's have a look.
Timo.
So they were about 10 kart lengths between the top three, and then Noah Wolf in 4th place. Already, without one single move, that gap has come down by about 5 kart lengths. I was going to say the top 13, they're not nose to tail together
No,
anymore, but there's 4 seconds separating the top 12. Here comes the back of the 13th place kart of Jack West is just fading a little bit as we watch them come around Hanger Bend. And there's West in the number 92 kart just flashing across your screen. Albert Friend is now back into 14th place. Potter is 15th. Shenton is 16th. And I think maybe it's going to come a bit too late. These leaders have done enough to keep themselves away from the 14th, 15th and 16th place kart, so it's only 13 for the race lead now. Well, make that 12 because Jack West has slipped back a little bit. Youngling, Graham and Cuthbert through the complex. This is now lap number 14.
Good stuff from these guys all the way throughout. The rest of the field just slotting into position. They're kind of running in like a 2x2x2 formation, aren't they?
Noah's Ark style.
Yeah, Noah's Ark style at the back of the field at the moment. So 2.5 minutes to go. Eyes on the front now because that's 5 karts nose to tail now for the race lead. Youngling, Graham, Cuthbert, Wolf and Islin.
With Kenzo Craigie doing his best to hang on in 6th.
Indeed, yeah, 'cause he's on his own there really, isn't he? Again, in a bit of a no man's land. It's hard to catch back up.
And here's the 7th place kart, number 65, Owen Neve. And Owen Neve has got 5 karts right behind him. That's Spearing, Murphy, Denham, and Whittingham and Tumulty. But now Youngling has to start defending. So Timo, the Anglo-Bavarian German driver from Bavaria, is defending, and already you can see now the top 5 are about to become a top 6, I believe, because Kenzo Craigie is going to come into shot there. So already Kenzo Craigie has caught this group. So we've now got 6 for the race lead. Then a gap, back to 2, 4, another 6, down to 12th. Then it's West 13th, and then Friend and Potter 14th and 15th. Shenton, I think, has dropped back a little bit in 16th place. Then it's Hasty, O'Sullivan, Majuskas, Clark, Blanford, Barham, Holmes, Ballack, Clark and Gray. A top 25. All 33 starters are still running.
None of our current top 3 started on that front row, or on the top 3 at the start of this race. They are all from further back afield. Ooh. And they are nose to tail now battling. It's a great recovery from Noah Wolf, who dives down the inside. A little bit of contact with Graham there. Gets it through, and a little bit of contact more with the number 5 as well of Islin. So nerves his way through.
But now he's
Timo
on the outside.
He's on the outside.
And that is going to, Noah Wolf is going to reap what he sowed there as the drivers that he was a little bit physical with a couple of corners ago come back at him. But all this means that Timo Youngling suddenly got a commanding lead.
He's got a commanding lead, but again, it's not good because these karts are going to hopefully now, maybe scrap, work together to try to close that gap. But this,
they have to.
They have to, and they're not going to. So this could be good news for Timo Youngling.
Yep, he's been told by his team he's got a big gap behind, so we won't see Timo Youngling maybe look over his shoulder once here just to get it, but no, 3 seconds ago. Next time around, it'll be the last lap board. And look at everyone behind closing in. There is a couple of synergy karts trying to make a move. Graham needs Cuthbert in the number 10 kart to push him along. He needs Noah Wolf to play ball as well. And push up to the front, because if they carry on like they did last lap, Youngling's going to win this by a mile. And Graham defending. Has that just won the race for Timo Youngling as Josh Graham defends into turn number 4?
I think it has done, because now that gap is opened up to 1.6 seconds.
Oh, wow.
It's a huge gap that Youngling's got now, so it's all going to be down to who can take 2nd and 3rd on the podium. So it's currently Graham and Cuthbert for Wolf that you can see on your screen there, but I doubt it's going to stay the same because it's all going to be guns a-blazing. Now you can see there Wolf stays on the optimal line. You can see there Graham and Cuthbert go defensive on the inside. Now you'll see that Wolf will have a great run out of here. Again, switching to the outside, not choosing to stick with the slipstream. Works by himself to try and get that switchback move here down the inside. Can he make it work? He can indeed. Gets alongside. That is excellent stuff there from Noah Wolf. Can he switch it between the two of them? He can, yes. So Noah Wolf now back him to 2nd place, but it's final lap time. And at your moment, your race leader, Timo Youngling, is leading by 2.8 seconds.
I mean, Timo Youngling is gone and is going to win this race. Who is going to be 2nd? Wolf dives in very deep into turn number 4. Will they all get it slowed down? Stay off the barriers, lads. Now into turn 5. There's 2 ambition karts side by side. Kenzo Craigie in the number 44 trying to pass William Murphy, who's coming to play. Wolf has 2nd. Graham is 3rd. Then it's Cuthbert in 4th. And then it looks like Murphy 5th. Craigie is 6th. But for the second time in his Motorsport UK British Championship career. Timo Youngling wins. Youngling is massive, and look at this, 4 wide across the finish line for second. What a finish there. Who grabbed second place? I think, Anthony, it was Noah Wolf.
It was indeed. Noah Wolf crosses the line in second place with Joshua Graham only 8 thousandths of a second behind in third place. That just shows how close it was. Max Cuthbert crosses the line in fourth with William Murphy, Kenzo Craigie, Lewis Islin, Owen Neve, Thomas Spearing and Cole Denham rounding out the top 10. The results will appear on your screen in just a moment. There they are.
Oh,
there's
perfect.
The rest of them.
I mean, on paper, that looks like Timo Youngling dominated this race. He didn't. He was in the lead at the right time when the karts behind him battled. Wolf, Graham, Cuthbert, Murphy, Craigie, Islin, Neve, Spearing. Now let's look a bit further back. Leon Hasty from the back of the grid to 16th position. Rocco Shenton, I think he got mixed up in a couple of battles. He still comes from 33rd to 17th. Then it's O'Sullivan. Our Anglo-Lithuanian driver, Aris Majuskas, is 19th. Clark, Lucas Blanford has come from the back up into about 21st position. And further back, there are your remaining runners. I am so pleased to say all 33 drivers made it to the finish there. Brendan James in 33rd, Gregor Reed 32nd, Hugh Roche 31st, but he's got the best crash helmet out there, so that's okay. Harley Musk of our 2 Bambino graduates, Luco Holmes Bannock was 24th and Harley Musk was 30th. Well done, those drivers. Anthony, nothing gives me a greater pleasure to commentate on a race like that and then say that every driver that started finished the race.
Yeah,
that is what, because sometimes that doesn't happen. We've seen it already today. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I mean, great result. They snake their way through, and they're the 2 Zip karts. I'm not favoriting the Zip karts, but I mean, in terms of karting and cadet karting, the Zip name is so important, I feel, to karting, to cadet kart racing. You know, other chassis come along, and you know, they're the better chassis, people use them. You know, Zip karts, Grant and everyone who works at Zip are really fighting back strong after several years in the doldrums, and they're going to get back up to the front, I am sure.
I'm sure you are perfectly correct in saying that. Well, a fantastic running then from the Honda Cadets. We will be chatting to our race leader in just a moment, but before then, we'll have a quick
chat with the we're gonna have you're gonna have a quick chat with the winner of the race.
We are, yes, we're gonna have a quick chat with the race. But what I was queuing in there was adverts.
Okay, thank you, well done.
Yes.
To enter our competition to win a HRX branded race suit, a Fens driver website, and a Drift Limits driving experience in a McLaren GT3, just like this one.
Excellent. Yes, back in the commentary box, and what a race that was. What a final. Because in the pre-final, you finished 6th. You had a penalty as well in terms of that one, but you've come through an up and down race. Timo Youngling, another race win. Well done.
Yeah, at the start, it was Owen and Noah pushing, and I managed to catch them back up, and I overtook them. Then Josh overtook them as well. I got a bit of a gap, and me and Josh started pushing, but then they caught up, and then I overtook Josh. I started defending, and then I'm not too sure what happened. I just got a massive gap, like with just went on my own and won.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? So it looked good. And, of course, all the way through that race, it definitely wasn't easy. Like I say, you worked very hard on that one as well as all the other drivers. But another race win, a final for you on this one. It's looking well for 2021 so far. And, yeah, a fantastic running. Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd like to thank RPM, ZZ Chains, Xenon Kart, SFR, ZX1 Lube, all my family, my mechanic Joe, and my dad.
Excellent stuff. Well, Timo Youngling, very well done. And, of course, we'll hopefully see you at the next round in a few weeks' time. Excellent stuff. Well done. Well, a great result there for Timo Youngling. And, of course, we've got plenty more races coming up for you for the finals. It's time now for KZ2.
So this is the podium presentation now for Cadet Honda at the second round of the Wera Tools British Kart Championship at now a very rainy Mansell Raceway. First of all is our leading privateer, and we're so glad that this driver could make it to the presentation. He had a bit of misfortune in the pre-final, but he's kept sticking away with it. And our leading privateer all the way from Scotland is Gregor Reid. If you stand at one end there, privateer. Well done. So Gregor, he's got a long, long drive home up to Scotland. Yeah, because one of them is the rookie and one of them is the privateer. Oh, I've got both of this. I'll tell you what. Well, no, the rookie goes, that's yours. And the rookie goes over this way because there's some. There you go, pick your trophy up, that's yours. So, now Gregor's getting the hand of what podium's going to be like. We're going to have a lot more podiums as the year progresses. Well done, Gregor. Now we move on to the leading rookie in the final. Another fantastic top 6 finish, this time for the Callum Hargraves driver development driver, your leading rookie, Owen Neve. So Owen. Top 3 time, a fantastic final. It was a lot closer than the times suggest on the result sheet, but finishing in 3rd position by an absolute whisker is the number 10 seed, Max Cuthbert. second place this time, and it was real neck and neck all the way between Max and this next driver, but finishing as the runner-up for Ambition Motorsport, it's Joshua Graham. Your Cadet Honda winner here at Mansell Raceway, along with the race-winning mechanic, Joe Wiggin, his second career British Championship victory for Timo Youngling. Joe gets a medal. You've got to put it on, like the kids. Come on, Joe. Got to put it on. Oh. Congratulations, everybody else, and Timo will get his winning photograph. Oh, hang on.